Welcome to the Recruiting Gym Members Questions. This is the place where myself and other coaches answer questions of the members that they've made in the community. And today we've got an exciting one. Now this may only really be relevant for the recruiters that are based in the UK, but it's an issue that's going to unfortunately impact everyone for a while. And that's Brexit. And so let's talk through some of the ways that you can be using Brexit as a conversation starter with your clients, but also how you should answer the question if clients come to you too. So the first thing we've got to think about is that your goal as a recruiter is to elevate yourself above being a CV machine. And what I mean by that is that you can have a proper business conversation with your clients. And so Brexit is a fantastic opportunity to actually engage with your client as a business equal rather than just a recruiter that can send them CVs. The important thing when it comes to Brexit is there is no definitive answer. No one really knows what's going to happen. But actually, the opportunity for you is to talk to your clients about what is that uncertainty doing for their business. And there's no right answer. I can't tell you exactly what you should say to your clients. The reason being is Brexit's going to impact you and your business differently dependent upon what sector you're in. So I've got a client that does manufacturing recruitment and they place factory workers. And so from a candidate side perspective, recruitment industry is fantastic because clients can't get anybody from anywhere else because less people are immigrating to the UK, which makes it harder. So from a candidate supply side perspective, it's making it harder for clients to attract talent, which is an opportunity for the recruiter, but also it's an opportunity to talk to clients about what are you doing to retain your existing staff. Because our goal is not just to be there when they recruit, but also talk to them about how they're actually retaining staff. It could be you work and most of your client base are not impacted necessarily by Brexit, but they might be impacted by the wider economy. So what might happen to the housing market with Brexit? Well, the housing market looks pretty good. However, if the economy as a whole takes a dip, that's much more likely to impact your clients if you're impacted at a housing association. If you're in infrastructure recruitment, Brexit's unlikely to make much of a difference because infrastructure projects take 15-20 years. If you're in financial services, well, different parts of financial services are going to be impacted differently. If you're in insurance or banking, the changes in passporting rules and the regulatory frameworks that companies exist in is going to be difficult. And so the opportunity for you to talk to your clients is not necessarily about whether they're going to recruit more or less, but actually what contingency plans do they have in place to deal with any uncertainty. And so when you do get clients that ask about Brexit, what you've got to do is learn about them. Because when you learn about them, you're actually going to be able to learn about what you need to be sharing with your clients. And so the questions that you should ask is, how do you think Brexit could impact your industry? And the answer they give you, you can then use with all the other companies in those industries. What you should also do is, what might go wrong in Brexit that could negatively impact your business? And the reason that's important is because once you understand what negative impact Brexit could have on them, you're much more likely to be aware of what could cause them to have issues in their business, which might cause them to either reduce staff headcount or increase staff headcount. The last thing is, what contingency plans are those clients actually making for Brexit? What are the skill sets that good times and bad they'll need to recruit, and what are the skill sets that they'll probably not recruit for? In my experience so far, no one really seems to be that bothered by Brexit other than the fact that candidates are being harder to find. However, when I dig deeper with clients, what I am noticing is that clients are less likely to unlock new growth headcount and focus more on replacing existing headcount. And I think people are just starting to think about, well, if the worst does come to the worst, what are we actually going to do? Most companies want to avoid making redundancies, so maybe they're trying to make do with what they've got rather than continue with the growth plans that they've got. But as I said, it all depends upon the market that you're in and the customer base that you serve. But remember, Brexit, from the opportunity to have business-related conversations with your clients, is a massive opportunity, irrespective of the car crash that Brexit itself may well or may not be. So keep asking questions. Please feel free to join us in the gym, ask a question, and we'll do our best to answer it for you either online or maybe we'll do you a video.